Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be all about natural hair. I'm going to be showing you the natural hair journey of my 3-year-old daughter, Nadia, also known as TT. You all have been there from day one when TT was a very little baby when I started doing her natural hair routine to today that she's 3. I'm getting ready to do her most recent natural hair routine and you are not going to believe what her hair looks like. I have been able to use the routines in this video to successfully grow and maintain a healthy head of hair for my 3-year-old daughter. And in today's videos, you'll be able to learn some of the tips and tricks that I have used to successfully grow and maintain my daughter's hair. So this is going to be close to an hour of Nadia's natural hair routine. I hope you can learn something from it, and I also hope that you can stick around to see what her most recent hair routine is like and also the state of her hair as of today. Alright family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already a part of the family, and also please make sure to hit the bell notification so you never miss another video. With that being said family, let's get into the video compilation. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be a detailed start till finish wash day hair routine for little Miss Nadia. I'm going to be showing you how I get her hair from this to this. A lot of you guys have been sending me messages asking me how I'm able to moisturize and detangle baby Nadia's hair. Aloe vera has become the most important part of our hair routine. So in this video, I will be showing you step by step how I'm able to use the aloe vera to not only detangle baby Nadia's hair, but to also make the oil treatments for her hair and her scalp to help her hair grow. Okay family, let's get started here. As you can see, I have my fresh aloe vera here. A lot of you guys have been asking me where I get my aloe vera from. You can get these fresh aloe veras from most grocery stores, including Kroger, Walmart, and a lot of other local grocery stores. As for me, I usually get mine from a Hispanic store that is close to my house. This particular aloe vera I've actually had in the refrigerator for about a week. It doesn't go bad really quick. You can actually have this for about 3 weeks to a month. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut my aloe vera into small pieces, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going to then take the aloe vera and split it into 2 separate pieces. That way it's easy to scoop out the aloe vera and put it in a cup or a bowl. So that is just what I'm doing here. Using this clear bowl so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, but you can use any cup or any bowl. So I'm scooping out the aloe vera, making sure to get everything out so that I don't waste it. Also, a lot of you guys ask me what I do with the part, like the green part. I don't know what that's called. My mom uses it for her medicine. I will be sure to ask her what she uses them for, and then I'll let you guys know in the next video. Okay, so after scooping everything out, I'm not going to blend it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sifter to sift the aloe vera juice. So I like to squeeze it with my hands just to make sure that I create a lot of juice so that it's easy to sift out. Also, when you put the aloe vera in the sifter, if you let it sit there for a few minutes, all the juice comes out. But if you're in a rush, then you can squeeze it. But if you really want to get all the juice out, just place the aloe vera in the sifter and let it sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes and all the juice comes out. And a lot of you guys ask me if I add water to my aloe vera juice. The answer to that is no. I don't add any water. The thing with the aloe vera is Although it is slippery at first, if you let it sit for a few minutes, it becomes more watery than slippery. That is how you're able to spray it onto your hair. You do not need to add water to it. Okay, so after I let it sit for a while, I'm going to then take this spray bottle, use my funnel to get the aloe vera juice into the funnel so that I can be able to spray it. Okay, family, let's move on to the making of the oil. I have my pot on the stove. I have the stove on medium. I'm just going to go ahead and add my ingredients. You can see here I have my organic coconut oil. I also have my olive oil. I'm going to add them both to the pot and let it sit here for about 10 minutes. And if I forgot to tell you guys, this is the exact same process that I would use for my hair to make the aloe vera oil and detangler for my hair and my daughter's hair. So the process applied to an adult hair as well. I'm gonna then take the strainer again, strain the oil out, then put it in this small little container so it's easy to use for my daughter's hair. Okay, so now moving on to the fun part. This is baby Nadia's hair. She has it in small little rubber bands because I found that the braids hurt a little bit. But the rubber bands are easy to just cut with the scissors and it doesn't hurt her at all. And to be honest, Nadia is very tender-headed because as you can see, again, she has a lot of hair and it gets a little dry, which makes it hard to comb or style. But the aloe vera has come in very handy because it makes detangling very, very easy. You will see here that the whole time I'm combing and detangling her hair, she does not cry at all because the slipperiness of the aloe vera makes it easy for the comb to glide right through her hair. And I'm also able to then use the brush to detangle her hair. And look how easy this is. The brush goes right through her hair as if I'm not even combing or brushing it. And she just sits there and plays. This has honestly been a lifesaver for me and my daughter's hair. I'm just doing the same process, combing it out and then brushing it out to further define it. So for those of you who wanted to know what shampoo I use for my baby's hair, I use the Aveeno Baby. This is both for body and for hair. So this time I'm actually going to wash the aloe vera out because I used it as a detangler and not as a leave-in conditioner this time. So after I wash it out, I'm going to use the rubber band and this comb to style her hair. Now I'm going to use the oil to oil her scalp and her hair, making sure to get her scalp really well and get the ends of her hair as well. This treatment has been very helpful for baby Nadia's hair because I believe that it is really helping not only grow her hair healthy but also thick as well. And it also makes the wash day process very easy. So I'm just going to use this rubber band to style her hair. As I said, it's easy for me to use the rubber band to style her hair because I can just cut it out if it's too tight, or I can cut it out once it's time to wash her hair again. And for those of you guys who were asking how often I do this, I like to do this once a week, but I can do it up to twice a week depending on what the weather is. It is currently winter time, so I prefer to do it once a week. Her hair gets dry really quick, so I prefer to do it once a week. That way I'm not over processing her hair, and that way I'm also not letting her hair go too long without washing and moisturizing. Okay guys, we are all done. As you saw, this was an easy wash day routine. There was no tears involved. Baby Nadia played the whole time. It was a really easy process. So I encourage you guys to try it out for not only your kids' hair, but for your hair and your sons and husband's hair as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you'll join the family, and also hit the bell notification button so you'll never miss another video again. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about how I've used aloe vera and my special blend of oils to grow my daughter's hair from a little bit of hair to a healthy, thick, beautiful head full of hair. So if you want to see how I did this, then please continue to watch. Hi! Say it's wash day! For those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that this is the only method that I have used for my daughter's hair from the time she was really little. I actually started using aloe vera and my blend of oils on Nadia's hair when she was about 6 months old. This is her at 7 months old. Her afro is cute and healthy. This is her at 8 months old. This is also her at 9 months old. This is her at 12 months old. This is her at 14 months old. And this is her at 18 months old, current days. This is the only method that I have used successfully to care for my daughter's hair. This is the same exact method that I also use on my own hair to grow thick, long hair. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you Nadia's full wash day routine, how I moisturize, oil, and style her hair on a weekly basis to keep her hair thick, healthy, and long. So the first thing I always do is, of course, make the aloe vera juice. And this process is the same whether it's for a baby or an adult. And you guys have seen me do this a ton of times. So all I do is I grab my aloe vera, cut them into pieces, rinse them off with warm water, split the aloe vera into 2 pieces, and scoop them out. For those of you who sometimes ask why my aloe vera looks pink, that is because sometimes certain leaves of aloe vera have this tint to it, and it makes the juice look pink. If you see that in your aloe vera, it doesn't mean that it is bad. That is just how some aloe veras look. So since I'm using this for Nadia's hair, I'm gonna go ahead and use a strainer to get only the juice out so that it's easy to apply to her hair. So this is what our juice looks like. It's nice and pink, as I said. So anyways, I'm going to be using these clips to clip her hair out of the way. As I always say, please make sure that the kids are distracted. So maybe give them a snack, give them their favorite games, their favorite toys, or their favorite device. That way it keeps them distracted and you're going to be able to do your job. As you can see, her hair is dry and it's definitely ready for a wash day. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my hands to scoop the aloe vera, rub it onto her hair to use it as a detangler. This works instantly. It automatically makes the hair soft, and because of the slipperiness, it makes the detangling process very, very easy. So after I make sure to rub the aloe vera on her hair, I then take a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush and start to detangle. Again, this is easy, quick, and painless. So I'm just going to move on to the next section here. I'm going to use the same exact process to apply the aloe vera to her hair. After that, I'm going to take the rest of the aloe vera and apply it to her hair. And then I'm going to grab my comb and make sure that all her hair is detangled. And then I'm going to take a plastic wrap or a shower cap and cover her hair for about 10 to 20 minutes. That is only if she keeps the shower cap on. Sometimes she takes it off, but the longer the aloe vera stays in her hair, the better. So I just use that process as a pre-poo. Then after that, I'm going to wash her hair. Nadia likes this tub. She likes to play in it as she gets her bath or as she gets her hair washed. So that is why I'm using it. And I'm sorry about the angle of this clip, but this is the best way I could get the camera to not only focus but to stay still and also protect it from Nadia spilling water on it. Anyways, all I'm using here is her Aveeno baby shampoo. This is what I use to wash her hair. I'm also going to use the Aveeno baby conditioner to condition her hair. And then after that, I'm going to let her play a little bit and then I'll take her out of the tub and give her her shower. So in order to make the drying process a little easier, I'm just going to braid her hair in 3 big sections and let it air dry. After that, I'm going to let her play a little bit, give her her shower, get her dressed, and then we'll move on to the final step. So all I'm doing here is taking the braids out. So as you can see, her hair is dried and it's also stretched out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blend of oils, and this is aloe vera oil with a little bit of Jamaican black castor oil added to it. So all I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to use my finger to get the oil and apply it to her hair and her scalp, massage it in, and twist it back up. Now for this step, you can either twist it, braid it, or do cornrows. It is all up to you. I like to use these little hair ties because they're easy to cut off when it's time to take her hair out. Please do not use rubber bands because rubber bands will eat your baby's edges. I tried it before in the past because I didn't know any better and it damaged my daughter's edges. So I only use these little hair ties from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, this process is repeated every week. This is the only method that I have used successfully to care for my daughter's hair. So if you have a daughter or if you are trying to grow your own hair, this method is going to help you do just that. Please show Nadia some love by giving this video a big thumbs up. Alright family, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please show Nadia some love by giving this video a big thumbs up. If this video gets to 10,000 likes, I'm going to make Nadia's rice water wash day routine. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about my daughter's rice water wash day routine. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I use rice water to grow my daughter's hair. I'm going to be walking you step by step through my rice water wash day routine, and I'm also going to be answering a lot of your most commonly asked questions. So, if you would like to know how you can use rice water to grow your hair or your child's hair, then please continue to watch. Now, I have done a lot of rice water videos. I've also showed you guys exactly how to prepare the rice water, whether it's plain rice water, fermented rice water, or the Yao Women rice water. But I can almost guarantee that I'm going to get a lot of questions about how to make the rice water. And I get it, people are lazy. But don't worry, I'm lazy too, and I realize that not everyone has seen all of my videos, and I also realize that it is easier to see the whole process in one video than to go looking for it in other videos. So I'm going to quickly walk you through exactly how I prepare the rice water so that you'll have no further questions. Maybe. Alright, let's get into it. I have my rice in a clear bowl. I also have this measuring cup. It doesn't really matter the measurement. I just needed something to be able to scoop up the rice with. But in this case, I will be using half a cup of rice. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my water to rinse off the rice. In this case, I'm also using warm water. Again, it doesn't really matter the measurement as long as you're using enough water to rinse off your rice. So all I'm doing here is I'm just taking the rice and rubbing it through my fingers and between my hands just to get all the dirt, debris, and chemicals off the rice from when it was processed. This step is very important because you need to clean your rice in order to use it. So after I wash my rice, I'm just going to go ahead and drain off all the water. And if you need to, you can rinse it as many times as you want. But in this case, one time was enough for me. So now I'm just going to go ahead and transfer my rice to my mason jar. The mason jar is very important because you need something to be able to seal off your rice so there is absolutely no interference from air to your rice. After that, I'm going to be using orange peel to try and mask the smell, because if you haven't heard before, rice water smells really bad after it's fermented. So orange peels, essential oils, or anything that's going to be able to help you mask the smell is very important. In this case, I'm going to use my orange peel, but this time I'm going to add some essential oil. And the one I'm using this time is lavender oil. This smells absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to put a few drops in. It's up to you how much you want to put in. Just make sure you're not putting too much in. After that, I'm going to seal up my rice, making sure that it is completely sealed. And this is what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it in a dark corner and let it sit there for 1 full week. I did say in Nadia's previous wash day routine video that if you guys got it to 5,000 likes, I would be making the rice water version. And you did. So I want to say thank you. And here is the rice water version. It's wash day. Are you ready to get your hair washed? She's like, I don't know. Can you talk to mommy? Nadia, put your skirt down. Good job. Okay, it's been 7 days and this is our rice water. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up, pour it into this bowl. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick the orange peels out. But I just wanted to show you guys real quick. See how the orange peels look? They're soft and mushy. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick each and every one of them out. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the rice looks like. The rice is soft, and when you squeeze it or rub it between your hands, it just creates this like powdery, milky look. This usually happens after the rice has been fermented for a very long time. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer our rice into this tiny little spray bottle. For those of you who are gonna ask, I got it from the Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using this funnel, which I also got from the Dollar Tree. And this is what it looks like. So sometimes the rice particles like to settle to the bottom, but all you have to do is shake it up and then spray it. Alright, so moving on to our actual wash routine. So I'm going to be using this tub and this protective mat to cover our wood. The reason I'm using this tub is because Nadia likes this over the actual bathtub. For some reason, the sound of the water coming out of the faucet scares her. So I just like to use a basin and this tub to wash her hair. So I did go ahead and cut out the hair ties, and this is what her hair looks like. As you can see, it is definitely time for a wash. Alright, so I'm just going to be putting this towel around her neck so that her clothes doesn't get saturated as I spray her hair with the rice water. So I'm just leaving her hair in these sections as this is an easier way for me to wash her hair. So I'm just going to go one section at a time. Now I must admit, this little spray bottle was giving me a little bit of a hard time, so I just went ahead and took off the lid and poured the rice water onto her hair. So all I'm doing now is making sure to rub the rice water in her hair and on her scalp to make sure that we get everything. And then after that, I'm just going to be using this tiny little shower cap that I actually found at the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use that to cover her hair and let her sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. So now, this is what her hair looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Aveeno baby shampoo to wash her hair. Now, I don't know if any of you have used rice water before, but rice water can smell really bad after it's fermented. She's so curious about what's going on back there. And she's also helping wash her hair. Nadia is super cute, y'all. I just cannot stand it. And she's such a good kid, especially when it comes to doing her hair. She just makes my life a little bit easier. Alright, so you want to make sure to really wash the rice water out of your child's hair because again, rice water can be really smelly, so you gotta get that out of your child's hair. So then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and start rinsing the shampoo out. Alright, so our next step is going to be to deep condition. I'm going to be using my Function of Beauty conditioner. If you don't get anything out of this video, this part is very important. Rice water is filled with protein, which is exactly why it is good for your hair. But if you're not careful, this can also be damaging to your hair. So because of the high protein content, it ends up making your hair super dry. In some cases, it ends up matting your hair up. especially if you're not washing your hair the proper way. I've actually made a video on how to properly wash your hair. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to leave it down below. But back to my point. Because the rice water can be so drying, you need to reintroduce moisture back into your hair. So the best way to do that is to do a deep conditioner. And this is also the time I'm going to detangle her hair. I'm just going to go ahead and cover her hair back up again, this time to let the conditioner do its thing. So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and take the shower cap off. And this is what her hair looks like. It's much softer, and I can definitely tell that the moisture is back in. By the way, I always use warm water to wash my hair and my daughter's hair. So I'm just washing the conditioner out of her hair, and I'm also making sure that it is completely detangled, but as you can see, it is much easier to comb and brush through. So once I feel like her hair is completely clean, I'm not going to wait until her hair is dry to replace moisture. So for this, I'm going to be using my Function of Beauty leave-in conditioner. So again, I'm going to do this in sections. I'm going to apply the leave-in conditioner, and then I'm going to go ahead and braid it up. So after all the sections are done, I'm just going to go ahead and let this air dry as I give her her shower and also clean up. Alright, it's been about an hour, and this is what Miss Nadia's hair looks like. As you can see, I let it completely air dry while it was in the braids. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the braids out here. And this is what her hair looks like out of the braids. Her hair feels very soft, and it also feels strong. And this is what's going to promote the hair growth. So now I'm just going to go ahead and use my mix of oils to moisturize her scalp and her hair. So then after I apply the oils, I'm just going to go ahead and braid her hair up just to stretch it out a little bit. Because as you know, Nadia is my child, and just as my hair shrinks, so does hers. So the best way to give it the blowout look is to braid it up with some conditioner and some oils, leave it in for a few hours or a few days, and then take the braids out and then style it. So then after a few hours, I just went ahead and put those little puffs back into Nadia's hair. That is the easiest way that I've found to style her hair. If you guys want to see another wash day routine from little Miss Nadia, please go ahead and get this video to 10,000 likes. And also comment your favorite part of the video down below. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be all about natural hair. I'm going to be showing you how to make my DIY intense protein treatment with aloe vera, avocado, and eggs. But this time we're going to do it curly bee style. This treatment is not only great for damaged hair, it is also great at reviving your hair after heat damage, after chemical treatments. It also moisturizes your hair, strengthens your hair, gives it a beautiful shine, but most importantly, it's going to help your hair grow longer, thicker, and healthier. I normally do this treatment for myself, but ever since the last time I did it, a lot of you have been asking me to do it for my daughter's hair. So in today's video, we're actually going to make and apply the treatment to my 23-month-old daughter's hair. And I promise you, after you see the results, you are going to want to try this yourself. So if you want to see how this wonderful hair concoction is made, then please continue to watch. Alright family, let's get right into it. So these are the things you're going to need. You don't have to have everything on this list. Just use what you have, honestly. Even if you have 50% of everything on here, you will be fine, I promise. When I do this, I normally don't add honey or banana, but I'm going to try it this time to see how it works, alright? So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so first thing you're going to need is an egg. You can use 1 or 2. And then you're going to need an avocado. Again, you can use 1 or 2 depending on how much hair you have. The next thing here is honey, and this is optional. And then the next thing is banana. As I said, I usually don't use banana, but again, banana is great for a protein treatment, so we're going to use this. The next thing here is mayonnaise or mayo. This is also optional because the avocado is going to give you the same effect as the mayo. And then the next thing here is organic coconut oil. This one is kind of important because coconut oil is great as a moisturizer. Next thing here is organic virgin olive oil. And then lastly, we're going to need our aloe vera. So in order to mix this and get the perfect blend, we are going to need a blender or a magic bullet. You can use either one. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and open it up here and get it set. So first thing we're going to add is our avocado. So we're going to use a knife and a spoon to scoop it out. So first we're going to cut it open. And this is what it looks like. So we're just going to go ahead and scoop it out. So next thing we're going to need is our egg, our banana, our coconut oil. And then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of honey. And then next we're going to add our olive oil. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons as well. Next thing we're going to add is our mayo. This one is optional, but I'm going to use 2 tablespoons full. And then after that, we're going to add our aloe vera. So we're going to cut off the till, the sharp edges, split it into 2, and then scoop it out. And here's what we have. So now we're just going to strain it, get only the fluid out like this. All right. And then we're going to add it to our mixture. So this is what everything looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid back on, screw it on, and this is what we have. So now let's go and blend it. All right, so I'm going to be using this bowl to transfer our treatment. See how nice and creamy this looks? I definitely like this method. Usually when I do this or any kind of treatment, I usually only make enough for 1 day. I don't like to save it because most times they go bad. So the next thing we're going to need is water. So I just like to use a spray bottle, a funnel, and some warm water to spray onto my daughter's hair to help detangle her hair. So this is little Miss Nadia. She's ready for her wash day. She has some snacks on there. She has her shows going. So we're ready. And I did go ahead and put a robe on her because it is winter time and it does get a little cold. So I just went ahead and double her clothes and then put a robe on her. So this is our spray bottle with the warm water in it. I'm just going to go ahead and spray it onto her hair and start taking it out with this rat tail comb. Alright, so once her hair is out, I'm going to use the rest of our aloe vera juice just to help make her hair a little soft so that I can add the treatment. So this is what her hair looks like after spraying the water on. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply the aloe vera, and then we're going to add our intense protein treatment. Again, this is what our treatment looks like. It's nice and smooth and ready to go. So I did go ahead and section off her hair in 3 parts. So I'm going to do this part by part, and I'm going to start with the back. I feel like detangling her hair beforehand was a great idea because it just makes her hair soft and makes it easy to apply the treatment. So as you can see here, there was no problems whatsoever applying the treatment. Now, if you don't have aloe vera juice, you can just use your favorite detangler, or you can use a leave-in conditioner and some warm water, spray it onto your hair or your child's hair, and that should help you detangle the hair. Alright, so I'm just applying the treatment here. As you can see, we're on our last part. It's nice and easy to deal with. And you guys, look how much Nadia's hair is growing. Her hair is getting longer and longer every single day. So mama's treatments are definitely working. So this is what her hair looks like. As you can see, it's really messy. So I'm glad I have that rope there because if I had the towel, she would have taken it off by now. And because she's a baby, she does move around a lot and it does get a little messy. I'm just going to take this bonnet, cover her hair for a while. Nadia does not like washing her hair in the actual bathtub because the sound of the water scares her. I don't know why, but she does not like it and it makes her cry. So So I did get this tub from IKEA and it was about $5. And this was one of the best things I've ever gotten from IKEA because Nadia loves this. So this is what her hair looks like. And I'm sorry about the angle here once again. She's a kid, she moves around a lot, so it's gonna be a little shaky. But I'm just passing my fingers through to make sure there are no tangles. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out the avocado. Alright, so once the avocado is completely out, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Cream of Nature sulfate-free shampoo to wash her hair. So I'm just using my finger to scratch her scalp to make sure to get any dirt or built up on her scalp and make sure that it's clean. While the shampoo is still in her hair, I'm just going to go ahead and braid it up back into those sections so that it doesn't tangle when I go to rinse it out. This is what Nadia's hair looks like. It is nice and soft, and I'm sorry about the lighting here, but for some reason the camera got really blurry. But yes, her hair is nice, soft, and clean. So we're just going to go ahead and use our handy dandy aloe vera growth oil to apply to Nadia's hair. You guys know that I use this oil all the time on my hair and Nadia's hair. I usually call it my magic oil, but now we have an actual name and an actual product. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just massaging it into her hair, her scalp, her ends, and just everywhere. Then I'm going to go back in and section off her hair into 4 or 5 little sections because this is how I prevent tangle. This is also how I stretch Nadia's hair for the next hairstyle. This is also going to help the oil get in there and really do its thing. So yes, I always braid her hair right after I wash it. You don't want to wait too long to do this because then the hair is going to get dry, it's going to get tangled, and it's going to be much harder to deal with. If you do like the video so far, please go ahead and hit the like button for my beautiful baby girl. So as you can see here, I did use my finger to part through her hair because your part does not need to be perfect. The most important thing is to massage the scalp with the oil and to also braid it so it doesn't get tangled. So after braiding it, I'm just going to go ahead and use the dropper again, put some drops of oil on her scalp, massage it in, and just let her hair be. So this is the next day. Nadia's hair is all nice and clean, and now it's ready to go in any style. Alright family, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please go ahead and give Nadia a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please make sure your notification bells are turned on, and also please go ahead and share the video to your favorite social media. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be about 10 ways to grow your child's hair thicker, longer, and healthier. If you want to know 10 things that I do to not only grow my hair, but to also grow my daughter's hair, then please continue to watch. For those of you who are new, my name is Mercy. I'm an RN BSN, and on this channel, I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty, natural hair. I do a little bit of vlogging, and I just do a little bit of everything. So if you would like to join my family, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification so you never miss another video. I'm going to be telling you about 10 things that you can start doing today in order to not only grow your hair, but also grow your child's hair. These are the tips and tricks that I use on my hair and now my daughter's hair. Please make sure that your bell notifications are actually turned on, because a lot of my subscribers have actually been telling me that they have not been getting notifications. All right, family, let's get into number one. The number one thing you want to do to your child's hair to make sure that it's going to grow is to have a routine. So a routine can be anything you want it to be. You just have to look at your child's hair to determine what kind of routine you need. Just like you take time to care for your hair by going to the salon or going to your neighbor, you want to kind of do the same thing to your child's hair. That is going to force you to pay attention to their hair. And if you come up with a great routine, which we're going to talk about a lot of things you can do here in a second, but if you come up with a great routine for your child's hair, it is definitely going to grow. The second thing I want to talk about is something that a lot of us tend to overlook. So a lot of us wear silk or satin bonnet when we sleep. Well, if you have a daughter that has hair, again, do to her hair as you do to yours, because she has the exact same hair as you. So if you're going to use a satin pillowcase or satin bonnet or satin hair wrap, you need to incorporate that into your child's hair as well. But let's say you have a child that is younger, kind of like mine. I have an 18-month-old. Whatever I put on her hair, the first thing she wants to do is take it off. So the best thing you can do in this case is to either give them a satin pillowcase or silk or satin bedding. So their little fitted sheath, that can be silk or satin. That is what I've done for my daughter, because like I said, she keeps nothing on her hair. That is going to help protect their hair at night. So I don't know if a lot of you know this, but a lot of times one of the most common ways that kids tend to lose their hair is around their edges or in the back. So a silk or satin pillowcase is going to help with that. Number three kind of relates to number one a little bit. You need to have a wash routine for your daughter's hair or your son's hair, especially for us Black people. Again, just like you have a routine, maybe you wash your hair monthly or weekly or every 2 weeks, you need to do that for your daughter's hair as well. For me, I like to wash my daughter's hair every 2 weeks. This is going to vary for everyone. So if you're the kind of parent that like to, I don't know, experiment with a lot of new products or put a lot of gel into your child's hair, or maybe you live in a dusty area, this is going to vary for everyone. But for me, like I said, I like to do it every 2 weeks. I do all her treatments, I style it, let it be, and then at the 2 weeks mark, I go ahead and wash it. Number four, speaking of routines, you need to have some kind of treatment for your child's hair. Your child's hair is just as important as your hair. If you think they have nappy hair or they're tender-headed, guess where they get it from? You. There's a great chance you or your spouse or somebody in your family has nappy hair. So you have to keep that in mind. But anyways, going back to the treatment, the two treatments that I have found are rice water and, you guessed it, aloe vera. So ever since my daughter was about, I want to say 6 months, that is when I really started to pay attention to her hair, because that is also when I started to notice some shedding or some baldness. Because here I am, I'm natural, I'm all about my hair, and now I have a daughter that has the same exact hair as me. I couldn't just leave her and say, oh, she's a baby or she's a little girl, nothing's gonna happen, it's just gonna, no, it's not gonna be magic. You gotta take care of their hair too. The first thing I introduced to her hair was aloe vera, because it's natural. There are no negative side effects as far as I know, and it also grows hair like crazy. The next thing I introduced when she was about, I want to say 9 months old, was rice water. So I added rice water to her wash routine because I saw that it was working for me. So I also added it to her wash routine because I knew that it was going to work for her. And yes, it has worked for her. So like I said, every 2 weeks, I either do a rice water wash day routine or I'll do an aloe vera wash day routine. I haven't started doing both on the same day just because I don't feel like I need to, but that is the method that I use. The next tip that I want to talk about that is going to grow your child's hair like crazy. So this point might go on for a little bit, but let me just say something to you guys. If you have a baby that is 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, even a year old, that child does not owe anybody anything when it comes to hair or anything at all. If anything, you are putting your insecurities on your baby, and you need to stop that. If that child has a little bit of hair, please let it be. Stop pulling it with rubber bands or the yarn threads or just anything, stop with the tight hairstyle. It's not going to help your child's hair grow. It's not going to show that your child has a lot of hair. It's only going to further damage their sensitive hair and scalp. I will say that I'm not perfect, because when I had my daughter, she did have some hair. And I didn't know what to do with it, but I wanted to put some cute little bows on it. So a few times I did put the little Afro puffs in her hair, but I used rubber bands. And I quickly realized that that was the worst thing to do, because it started to damage my daughter's hair. I didn't know any better. I did my research and I learned from it. There is a lot of things that you can use to make your baby look cute, but nothing that's going to cause tension or pain to your baby's hair. A lot of us can get into the, I guess, routine of trying to prove something to someone. You don't need to do that. Okay, I think I've talked about this enough. Leave the baby's hair alone. If you have a daughter or a baby that has, little to no hair, you don't have to worry about this as much. But for those of you who have kids that have a lot of hair, like my daughter right now, a lot of them can be very tender-headed, and especially if, if they have natural hair, it can tangle easily, which can cause them a lot of pain. So what I've found, even for myself, is to section off my hair and either braid it or twist it when I wash it. And I started doing that to my daughter's hair too, because her hair has gotten longer and longer. I usually will section her hair off in maybe 3 sections or 4 sections, braid it up or twist it up, and then wash it in those sections, let it air dry in those sections, and then take it out section by section, apply moisture like your oils or leave-in conditioner or curl custard or any kind of products, and then go back and braid it. That is going to cause less headache, less pain, and less fussing for you. The next tip I want to talk about, and again, I am very passionate about this one, is putting chemicals in your kids' hair, especially at a premature age. These kids, again, have nothing to prove to anyone at all. So if you think they have nappy hair, or their hair is too curly or unruly, again, guess where they got it from? You. So please stop perming your baby's hair. I'm okay if you're putting it in your own hair because you're grown enough, but a baby, anything from 5, 6, even 7 years old, come on, like, they're too young. I would prefer if you added heat versus chemical. The heat is still going to damage their hair, but at least it's going to have less damage. Now that is just my opinion, but please, 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 I hope and pray that you're not perming your 1-year-old child's hair, your 2-year-old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. Like, come on, they're too young for that. Number 7 is going to kind of piggyback on number 6. Make your child comfortable and confident about their hair. You're the only one who is going to put those values in them. But if you're the same person who's basically acting or telling them that their hair is too nappy, too unruly, hard to take care of, you are going to put those insecurities in those kids at a very, very young age. And they don't need that. There is a lot of that at school, at the playground, at daycares, and you don't need to be the one doing that to your child as well. You need to instead tell them that their hair is beautiful, and also encourage them to embrace it and be confident, so that they'll be able to stand up to those bullies who tell them that, why does your hair look like that? Or why does your hair feel that way? Please don't make your daughters feel like their natural hair is, nothing but ideal. That is one of the reasons I am happy about the natural hair community. They are starting to see some kind of representation when it comes to their hair and what they look like. Before, it was never ever like that. We didn't see, people with natural hair and 4C hair and all those kind of hair. We didn't see that on TV. We only saw the straight silky hair, and that is what we thought was normal. So we did everything to get our hair to look like that. But now it's actually a choice. I am a natural girl. My hair is natural. I love my curls. I love my kinks. And now I have a daughter, and I'm also doing my very best to show her and teach her that her hair is beautiful and it's different, and that is what's unique about it. So now I wear weaves because I love it. I don't wear it because I'm required to wear it. I don't wear it because I feel like that is the only way I'm going to look pretty. I just wear it because I'm a black girl and I'm allowed to basically change my hair every hour of the day, and get away with it. So please teach your children that there is a stage and a time and place for everything. When they're old enough to put weaves and extensions in their hair, that is fine. If they choose to do that, that is fine. But please teach them that whatever hair they have right now, whether it's long, short, kinky, curly, teach them that it is beautiful and unique. It is a problem when you try to hide it or make them feel like it's too hard to deal with, or it is not the norm or what's accepted in society. You should be the one making their head as big as the biggest balloon you can ever find. The next thing I want to talk about is specific to, again, our Black parents out there. I know growing up as a little girl, I had the nappiest hair. My hair is still nappy, but maybe it was nappier then. And oh my God, I used to hate doing my hair. And if you're a Black kid out there, you guys know exactly what I'm going to talk about. When it was time to do your hair, that was the worst day of your life, because your parent, especially if you're African, your parent literally sits you like in between her legs, and you're not allowed to cry, you're not allowed to move, you're not allowed to breathe. Like, just sit there like a robot as they comb and pull and tug and do all these things in the name of doing your hair. If you remember anything about what I just talked about, then you know exactly how it feels. So we want to change that for our daughters. You want to make it a pleasant experience. That way, they're not going to be afraid to do their hair. They're not going to run away. They're not going to cry. So give them their favorite toys. Give them their favorite snacks. Give them their favorite device. Sit in front of a TV. You guys know, if you've seen any of my natural hair videos with my daughter, I just go by the flow. If she wants to sit in front of the TV, I'll let her. She has a little tub now that she really likes, because she doesn't like to wash her hair in the actual bathtub. For some reason, the water is too loud and it scares her. So you just have to find what works for your kids. The next tip is to be gentle. This goes back to the same tip that I just talked about before. Please be gentle. Pulling your kids' hair is not gonna make them comply with whatever you're trying to do. Hitting them on the head or cussing them out, none of that is going to help. It's only going to scare them and make them never want to do their hair again. You want to talk nice to them. You want to tell them how pretty they're going to look after their hair is done. Tell them something that's going to make them comfortable and help them work with you. The next thing I want to talk about is detangling. And this also falls back to the previous tip. The best way that I found that helps my daughter's hair is to detangle with aloe vera. That is my favorite detangler in the whole world, but I do understand that not everyone has access to it. So the next best thing you can do is to use conditioner, either leave-in conditioner or regular conditioner. Add some warm water, put it in a spray bottle, and spray it onto your child's hair. Again, do it section by section and do it gently from ends all the way to root. I didn't know that I could grow hair at all until I finally went natural and started to pay attention to my hair. And now I have hair down to my back. I teach all my natural hair remedies and tricks and tips and potions on here. I don't hide it. So I have tons of videos. If you haven't seen them, go ahead and check out the videos down below, or wait till the end and check out the videos that are going to pop up on the screen. It's going to take you to a whole bunch of natural hair videos that I've done that are going to help you as well. These are things that I wish, my parents knew when I was little. And these are things that I want to teach my daughter so that she doesn't grow up feeling insecure because of the type of hair she has or the length of her hair or just things like that. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already joined the family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos. If you thought this video was helpful, please go ahead and share it to your friend, your sister, your mom, your grandma, and all your favorite social medias. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.